So the venous return from the head and neck region is through superficial veins and deep veins. Whenever you try to study the venous return from the head and neck, you divides it into superficial veins and deep veins. Superficial veins are just like same as the branches of the external carotid artery, and they drain blood from the superficial structures of the face and scalp, and they join together to form external jugular vein at the angle of the jaw. So the superficial veins excuse me, superficial veins, they have the same names as the branches of the external carotid artery, and they drain blood from the superficial structures of the face and unite to form the external jugular vein at the angle of the jaw. And this external jugular vein then runs downward in front of a muscle in the neck, which is called sternocleidomastoid, and just behind the clavicle it enters into the subclavian vein. So the superficial blood all drains into the external jugular vein, which drains blood into the subclavian vein. While from the deep veins, deep areas of the brain, the blood is collected through various venous channels, which are called dural venous sinuses. Now this is very important. Blood from the deeper areas of the brain is drained through certain channels, which are called the dural venous sinuses. These are actually the layers of dura mater. I will show you here. There are certain sinuses in the brain which drain the deeper areas of the brain. You can see this area, the superior sagittal sinus. It drains the blood from the superior part of the brain. It arises in the frontal region, then goes superiorly, then terminates as right transverse sinus. Then we have inferior sagittal sinus. It drains the inferior part of the brain, and you can see it drains into the straight sinus, and this straight sinus then drains into the left transverse sinus, and these transverse sinuses then drains into the sigmoid sinuses, and sigmoid sinuses ultimately drain into the internal jugular vein. And internal jugular vein, as shown here, left and right internal jugular veins, they combine with the right and left subclavian veins and form brachiocephalic veins. You can see here that left internal jugular vein combines with left subclavian vein to form left brachiocephalic vein. Likewise, right subclavian vein joins together with the right internal jugular vein to form right brachiocephalic vein, and both right and left brachiocephalic veins then join together to form superior vena cava. And superior vena cava, as you all know, opens up into the right atrium of the heart. So all the venous return is from the head and neck region is through these through these venous channels. So I'll tell you again about the dural venous sinuses, about the venous drainage of the brain. There is superficial veins and then deep veins. Coming toward the deep veins, we have certain sinuses which are called dural venous sinuses. We have superior sagittal sinus, which drains blood from the superior part of the brain. Then we have inferior sagittal sinus, which drains blood from the inferior part of the brain, and continue the straight sinus, which drains into the left transverse sinus. Both right and left transverse sinuses then drain into the sigmoid sinuses, which ultimately drain into the internal jugular vein. And internal jugular vein then runs downward and combines together with left subclavian vein just behind the clavicle to form the left brachiocephalic vein and right brachiocephalic vein on either side, and the right and left brachiocephalic veins join together to form superior vena cava, and this superior vena cava drains all the blood into the right atrium of the heart. This is all about today's lecture. Thank you so much.